Right now, if you want to clone a voice, dub a video, or build an AI agent that actually sounds like a human being, there's really only one company to actually go to, and that company is ElevenLabs. In just 3 years, they've gone from literally two guys in Poland frustrated with a bad movie dubbing to an $11 billion valuation and over $300 million in annual recurring revenue. They're essentially building the voice layer of the internet. And today, we're going to be doing a full breakdown of ElevenLabs' social media and their content strategy. We're first going to be looking at what they are absolutely crushing on, but then we're also going to be looking at the gaps, because in all reality, even at $11 billion valuation, there's massive opportunities that they're simply leaving on the table. And if you're new here, my name is Matthew Mendoza and I'm with Sentient Agency. We're a global AI first media company that helps startups and brands drive conversions through high trusted content. We own a media network of over 100 million followers across AI, tech, business pages, you name it, we're there. And we engineer viral campaigns that guarantee reach because we don't just buy attention, we actually own the distribution. So without that being said, let's get into it. All right, so first let's start what they're doing right, because honestly, their growth playbook is genuinely a masterclass. The first thing that they do better than almost anyone else is their product launch cadence. ElevenLabs treats every single feature like a major update. And if you look at their YouTube channel, 86% of their views come from the actual product launch videos. They aren't just dropping boring channel logs or a simple text tweet. They're actually putting out highly produced, visually stunning motion design videos for every new feature. And they do this almost every single month. Whether it's their new voice design, whether it's their new conversational AI agents, or their sound effects generator, they make it feel like an Apple keynote. And that strategy works perfectly on Twitter as well. Their product launch posts on X perform significantly better than their average content as well. And they know that their core audience of developers and creators want to actually see what's new, like what's actually possible and how fast the platform is evolving. And the second thing they do brilliantly on is their user-generated storytelling. They don't just tell you their tech is good, right? They show you with actual people using the tech. And when they realized that authors were actually going to use their platform to narrate their entire audiobooks, they leaned all the way in on that. They didn't just write a blog post about it, they actually helped get Melania Trump's audiobook narrated with their AI. And not to mention, they even partnered with Spotify to actually legitimize what they were trying to do there, right? So they basically turned a cool feature into an entirely new industry standard. And they do the exact same thing with their affiliate program. Within it, they have creators on YouTube making full tutorials on how to actually build faceless channels using ElevenLabs. They have these influencers basically showing how they use speech-to-speech feature to basically cut their video editing in half. ElevenLabs is letting their users do the selling for them. And that's the smartest marketing move you can actually make. Safe to say, let's be honest, they are crushing it in all forms. But here's where things get a little interesting, because despite all of this success, there's some clear gaps in their strategy. And the biggest to start off is how they're not even using their CEO. Matty's a brilliant founder. He's ex-Palantir, he has a great origin story, and when he goes on podcasts like 20VC or when he speaks in the Web Summit, he's incredibly compelling. But just like we saw with Cursor, our previous audit that we did, his presence is basically decentralized. He's everywhere as a guest, but has almost no personal brand engine. And for a company that's quite literally trying to be the voice of the internet, the human voice behind the company is surprisingly quiet on social media. People connect with people, and right now ElevenLabs feels a bit faceless. It feels like a faceless corporation. It feels like kind of when they tell their own supporters to basically make faceless channels, they're doing the same thing, but they shouldn't be doing that. The second gap is their top of funnel social content, right? Outside of the actual product launches. But yes, their product launches are incredible. But what happens between the launches? Like if you look at their Instagram, you look at their TikTok, they genuinely have incredible growth, right? You have 200,000 followers on Instagram recently. So it goes to show they're doing something right. But their content strategy is still feature heavy, right? They're missing that cultural loop that I've mentioned before. They should be dominating on short form videos with viral trends, memes, behind the scene content that makes actually the brand feel approachable, not just impressive. They're winning the utility game, but they're leaving a lot of cultural relevance on the table. And the third gap is their dependency on YouTube for search traffic. While they get a massive amount of actual traffic from YouTube, their presence on platforms like LinkedIn is still super corporate. It's got a lot of company updates and hiring announcements rather than actual insights or thought leadership or stuff on AI just in general. They don't have it. So if I were sitting in a room with ElevenLabs team right now, here's exactly what I would tell them. You've won the product war. Safe to say, shake your hand, right? You have the best technology in the game, the best valuation, and the best enterprise adoption. But truly, to become a household name, you actually need to turn up the top of funnel engine a bit. You need to build a personal brand for your CEO. You need to shift from launching products to actually driving the daily cultural conversation around AI and creativity. And you need a distribution network that actually guarantees millions of eyes every single time, and it's just not used for major updates. And that's part of the reason where we come in, because when it comes to distribution, like, that is the multiplier, that is putting gas on the fire, because ElevenLabs already has the hardest part figured out. They have the credibility, they have everything that they need, but then it comes down to, like, how can we enhance this process? Now, what we do at Sentient is we provide that top of funnel leverage through our own network. Once again, we own a media network of over 100 million followers across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, X, any platform you can think of, we have it. We own massive pages like ChatGPT tricks, artificial intelligence, and AI trends, right? So if we're running a viral promotion campaign for ElevenLabs, say on Twitter, here's exactly how we'd structure it. First, we would post the main campaign from ElevenLabs' official account, but we just don't leave it there and hope the algorithm picks it up, because that just doesn't work like that. We build the funnel before the campaign even starts. DM automations, lead captures, frictionless conversion paths. We make sure everything's taken care of in that aspect. And then we deploy our distribution engine. So we have our own accounts go in and do a bunch of massive quote retweets. And we also reach out to our influencer network where we do the exact same thing over there. And because of how Twitter's algorithm actually works, every single one of those quote retweets funnels exactly back into the original post on ElevenLabs page. And you do that suddenly, and I mean, if we're consistently doing that week after week, and we're doing some of the big update launches as well, they're amassing millions and millions of impressions on a single campaign. It completely changes the velocity of a brand, and once again, in such a short time. And because we own the network, we're probably the only people in the space that can actually do this and do it very consistently. So once again, you take ElevenLabs' absolute technical dominance, you add top of funnel leverage and guaranteed distribution, and they completely become untouchable. Whether you're a massive company like ElevenLabs or you're just starting off and you're building your own brand, the rules of the game are the exact same. You have to build the infrastructure to capture the actual attention that you're trying to generate. Because right now, the companies that are winning aren't just building the best products, they're building the best distribution network. If you're watching this and right now you're just trying to get some value or figure out how maybe to structure your own content, I hope this breakdown gave you the roadmap on what to do next. And if you have any questions about it or how to apply these strategies maybe to your specific niche, just drop a comment down below. But if you're somebody working over at ElevenLabs, or if you're a brand that has the product dialed in, you just literally need the distribution engine built right in front of you, or if you want the guaranteed viral campaign reach that we were talking about, or the actual funnels, all that good stuff, then by all means take a look at our website, sentientagency.io, or just shoot us a message. Once again, we literally built the exact systems every single day for the biggest AI companies in the world, and we would love to see how we could do the exact same thing for you.